I used to think cauliflower salad was kind of boring. Healthy, yes, but also kind of boring. But then I came up with this idea for roasted cauliflower salad with kind of a street corn vibe. Hi, I'm Marley. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making this roasted cauliflower salad, and it has these smoky chickpeas. We also have these charred corn pieces throughout, and the most delicious dressing that I think you're going to love. Let's make it together. This recipe begins with one medium cauliflower. Of course, you can use bagged cauliflower florets. You can buy those at places like Costco. It's just as easy, I think, to start with a head of cauliflower. What I like to do to cut mine is simply to begin by just chopping it in half. Then you'll see you've got this center stem that runs through the middle. So you can just cut the stem out. And you'll see what you're left with is the florets just kind of come apart at that point. But we would like our florets to be similar in size. So you'll see some of these are really big. So I'll go ahead and cut those in half. And sometimes I'll even cut those in half, just depending how large they are. But we'd like to have around 5 cups of florets that are all similar in size. I have my oven preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and I have this sheet pan lined with parchment paper. So on the pan, I'm going to add the cauliflower florets. I put them on one side, and on the other side, I'm going to put a can of chickpeas. And these I drained, and then I actually let them sit in a pan as the oven was preheating. That way they dried out a little bit, because making sure that your chickpeas are dry is really critical to be able to get them to be crunchy. So now let's make the sauce that goes over all of these ingredients. I have 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of liquid smoke, and 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. I'm going to give that a little stir. And we're going to drizzle this over the entire pan. Try to be as, equally distributing it as possible. And then, of course, you're going to see that not all of the ingredients got distributed. So I just give it a little stir. If you wanted to, you could absolutely do this in a bowl separately and then pour it out onto the pan. I just really like having doing it like this. It's kind of like my habit. So this is how I've been doing it. But yeah, you absolutely could put both of these ingredients in a bowl and give these a stir. Sometimes to make sure it's coated, you just got to get your hands in there. To be able to get the spices to stick, you have to make sure that the cauliflower has a little bit of the oil on it. Next, we're going to do the spices. And what I have here is I have 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder and 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. And here I have 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. I'm just going to stir that all together here. This is a delicious smoky seasoning mix. It's really great on these chickpeas, I tell you, and it's delicious on the cauliflower as well. But I'd like to focus on the chickpeas first. I want to make sure they get a nice, good coating. And then we'll transfer this over to the cauliflower. I almost said broccoli. We make so much broccoli here in our house that it's easy to do. It's fun to mix it up, though, with different vegetables. Okay, same thing. I'm going to give this a stir just to make sure that everybody's coated. This smells so good. I can tell you already this is going to be amazing. And same thing here. I just give everything a stir to make sure it's coated as much as possible. This looks really good. My oven is, like I say, preheated to 425, and this is going to go into the oven and it's going to bake for 25 to 30 minutes. Be sure to set a timer. While the cauliflower and chickpeas are roasting, we are going to char the corn, and it starts with 2 ears of corn on the cob. You can use frozen, but just let it thaw, and we can work with that. I like using fresh, so I found the tip to removing the corn from the cob is to cut them in half first. This makes a little bit less of a mess, and we're going to cut down the sides. I kind of like every now and then when they're grouped together like this, so I try to cut into the cob just a tiny bit. We're going to aim for around 1.5 cups of corn kernels. I've heated up a dry cast iron skillet, and now we're going to add our corn directly to the skillet. I'm going to spread it out across the pan. And the goal here is just to let it sit. We want to let this cook for 2 to 3 minutes on each side so we get a nice charred look to our corn. Now that the corn is ready, it's time to make the dressing. And it begins with 1/3 cup of vegan mayo. This makes this dressing nice and creamy. To that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And the seasonings, we're going to go for that, delicious, smoky vibe. So I have 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then I have 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and I'm using Morton's light sea salt here. And I have 1/4 teaspoon of ground pepper. So let's stir that all together. But to give this dressing the right consistency and flavor, I'm going to be using a lemon today, but you can use either a lemon or a lime. And the goal is to zest it first. I think using fresh is always best for a dressing like this one. It just gives it so much more flavor. So I'm aiming for around a teaspoon of lemon zest, and I'm sure you know this already, but make sure that you're only getting the top part of the lemon peel. We don't want to get too far down into this white stuff. That's the pith, and it can be kind of bitter. So just the zest of one lemon, or like I say, you can use a lime here too. Sometimes when I'm feeling adventurous, I'll use a little bit of both. That goes into our dressing. And then I'm going to cut that lemon in half. I'm going to pop out a couple of the seeds that are very obvious. And then we're going to add, this should be around 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And now we just stir this all together. So here's where you might want to take a little taste test. You can just decide if you like this or not. If you want to add things like a tablespoon of maple syrup or whatever ingredients that might come to mind that you would like to alter this dressing, this is the time to do it. First thing we're going to do is add the corn. Next, I'm going to add around 1/4 cup of chopped parsley. You can also do cilantro here, but there's a lot of people who don't like cilantro, so I do parsley. And I'm going to do around a 1/4 cup of chopped red onion, or you can do like I'm doing here, which is a shallot. I'm just going to stir that all together. Our roasted cauliflower and chickpeas are done. These chickpeas are amazing. I want to show you how crunchy they are. They're very good. Lots of delicious flavor. And you can see that the cauliflower is nice and soft and it's got delicious flavor cooked right in. So this is also going to go into the bowl next. I like to save the cauliflower for last because I want to show it off. So I kind of go back and forth. Right before you're ready to serve, that is when I like to add a little bit of vegan feta. It's completely optional, but I find the flavor and the color that it adds is pretty amazing. Maybe a couple of tablespoons at most. And then I also like to add the dressing. So we'll just drizzle a little bit of dressing over the top. I like to reserve some just because, you might want to have some on an individual serving. It's so delicious. And that's it. This is my roasted cauliflower salad with kind of a street corn vibe. Yeah, that's what I call it. I love corn in just about anything, and it goes really well in the salad. And I feel like it just takes cauliflower and just takes it to another level. This is like a restaurant quality recipe, if you ask me. Leave a comment. I want to hear from you. Are you going to make this salad? I love it so much. I hope you make it too, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen. Until next time. Wow, that is so good.